So the first thing that I'm doing here is rinsing out the black beans and the Great Northern beans that I have. I've had these for quite a while, so I've figured it's time to get them out of the pantry and get them shelf stable. So I'm adding some water, rinsing out anything that's floating. There's sometimes beans or there can be rocks in there, so I like to get rid of those. And then I'm adding, I think it was a half cup of the Great Northern beans per pint jar. I'm adding those to each jar right now. And then with my black beans, it is a 3/4 cup. So I have a half cup and a 1/4 cup here. And I'm just going back and forth, adding all of those to my jars. And then after I'm finished filling up the black beans into my pint jars, I'm gonna go ahead and top it off with hot water. This is the first time that I didn't soak my beans, and it was kind of an experiment. Before, I usually will soak my beans for about an hour, and they are dry beans. And then this, I ran out of seasoning salt, so I ordered some organic no salt seasoning. I added my own salt to it and shook it up, and now I have a little bit over a pound of seasoning salt that's organic. I just wanted to make that up while I was waiting for my water to heat up. So here I am adding and topping off all of my jars, and it says to leave 1-inch headspace. So I went ahead and filled up all my jars, left the headspace, and then I'm going to add the rings onto my jars. Also, while you're filling up your jars, or any time that you have a little bit of a lapse while you're waiting for anything, like I was waiting for my water to heat up, you can also go ahead and get your pressure canner on the stove and filled with water. If you have hard water like I do, you can go ahead and add a little bit of white vinegar to that so that your jars don't come out foggy. And I will usually go ahead and put it on the stove, get it heating up, and then as soon as I'm finished with filling my jars, I can get my bands on and get them into my canner, get the lid on, and it just kind of speeds things up because these pint jars were supposed to process for 1 hour and 15 minutes at my 11 psi for my altitude. Go ahead and double check with your altitude how long you should be pressure canning and what psi it should be at. So I did double stack these in my pressure canner because I was doing pints and they came out beautifully, and they are gonna be really helpful with meals. Thanks for watching.